it's disappointing from a club point of view that Kyle's moving on to Rugby Union. There's been a lot of time and effort involved in Kyle's development over the last 10 years. From a positive point of view, it must mean we're doing something right within that. If other organisations and other sports are looking at our players and trying to attract them, but I think from our point of view, it's very disappointing, and from Rugby League's point of view, it's disappointing to lose one of our up and coming young British stars as well.
I don't think it's affected us too much, to be honest. Like I say, we're a rugby team, but pretty much like any other rugby team. So I think it's just been treated with a little bit of humour and a bit of banter. I think it's been pretty poorly kept secret, for a couple of weeks / months now. So, but we can't control it. Carl's decided to leave for next year, and good luck to Carl for next year. But he's still a Saints player for this year, so it's not really been an issue at all, to be fair.
What can we do different to keep these young talents in Super League instead of sort of defecting?
I think we've got to look at the salary cap a little bit there, and there's got to be some kind of formula put in place to help keep these type of players when other sports are coming in and to try to attract them. I think internationally we need to make the game more global and more appealing. I think that's probably where Rugby Union have their upper hand on us. The international game is more high profile and attracts bigger crowds. And so I'm not sure exactly what the answer is going to be, but I think we definitely need to do something of it, because the drain of players now going over to Rugby Union is starting to become more frequent and more often.
Financially, the package that the Rugby Union teams can offer is, greater than obviously the Rugby League teams can offer. Plus, there's Laura playing for England. You see, big games at Twickenham, and there's 80,000 people there playing. It is a big law, but all that we can do, as a game, is trying to get stronger, try to get stronger at grassroots level. Try to make our competition as strong as possible. There's opportunities to, for people to stay in the game and play at a very high level. So, Carl's a big loss. Not just for Saints, but for the game. But the good thing about that is there's an opportunity for a young boy young lad to come into the game and hopefully try and play halfback for St Helens. That's a fantastic opportunity.
You've got a year to find a replacement now. What's the strategy in doing that?
Yeah, find a good one. I think that the strategy is it's an ongoing process. Every club's the same boat. Whether you've got players on contract or off contract, you're always looking to improve your squad, whether that's from within or from the junior setup or the local competitions to Super League to the NRL. So that search is going on at present, and will be maintaining going on, and we'll find the right person to come in with the right qualities for St Helens Rugby League Club. We've seen Lee Gaskell over the last few weeks to come in and get a little bit of game time, and the more game time he gets, the better he looks and the more confident he'll get. So Lee's putting pressure on Kyle already for his place, and there'll be someone under Lee soon who'll put pressure on Lee for his place. So as long as Kyle's performing, he'll be picked. If not, then we'll have to look at other solutions.
It's been overshadowed the fact that you've had 9 players picked for the England squad this week.
Yeah, it's great for the club to get people back in the England squad, in the train-on squad from where they finished off last year, and I think that's part of maybe what Rugby League needs to do in terms of stopping people going over to Rugby Union, is creating the elite squads and getting more people involved in international rugby, and probably making a little bit more of a fuss of these types of players, and all this goes towards helping us keep them in Rugby League.
England team selections, I suppose a good thing in there. In the night squad, you've got Johnny Lomax going into there. He's a fantastic player and somebody who I really admire. Somebody who's had some quite bad injuries, as a young kid, and fought through all that and works tremendously hard and has come back a lot stronger for it. So I'm really happy for him. And then obviously you've got Louis McCarthy-Scarsbrook, who's new to our team and he's made an England squad. I know he's been in and around there for a few years and that, but he started the season off fantastically well for us. So. And there's also a recall for Leon Price into that squad as well. And Leon's been disappointed not to play for 2 seasons, and I think it's been a bit of a mistake not to pick somebody of that calibre. Obviously, he was injured last season, but the year before, I think to have somebody like Leon playing in your team, he's a game changer and he can do special things. So that can only be good for England.